Hey buddy Bleacher, today I'm going to tell you about my battle report for the amateur tournament of 10th edition that I participated in on a Discord server. I don't think they want me to tell you. Oh, cat. So I was saying, I don't know if I should tell you the Discord name or not, so I'm not going to unless, the people in Discord see this video and say it's okay. So I'll be like, okay. But anyway, it was a pod like tournament. People got put into pods with a mentor. And so I was placed in a pod. Those four other people. Each round points will increase. Turn around 1,000. Match 1 1,000, match 2 1,500, and then 2,000 at the third one. And I tried my best to remember to take screenshots of everything. I didn't really do that great of a job at it, to be honest with you. Sorry? But anyways, I'm going to talk about it. So, here we go. I also forgot to mention that each round we can actually change our entire list and faction, but I, as a loyal Space Marine player of the Emperor, do not do so. I only change my list. I decided to play, as you can tell, Black Templars. Man, that's cringe what I just did. So here's my 1K list. I believe I got it 100%, 1,000. So one Emperor's Children for characters, one squad of assault intercessors with jump packs. I had two with plasma pistol, the sergeant had the power fist. 2 man sword brethren, one had twin lightning claws, the other ones had like the thunder hammer, the power fist, and the pirate and plasma, and basically the normal two had power swords. 2 black Templar impulsors, so one had a shield drone, the other one had the missile array that has 3 profiles that has like anti-flight 2 on it. The Bellatrix or something like that, I forget the name of it. I equipped them both with the melters, obviously. Who wouldn't? And I got 2 Bellatrix dreadnoughts. Sorry for my bad spelling on the names. I was using the Righteous Crusader. I cannot spell to save my life, apparently, according to the screen. Anyways, that is my list. And one funny thing about my pod during the first round, there was like 4 of us, as mentioned before. Everybody except me was playing necrons. Like, wow. I was like amazed. But let's get into it though. So you're gonna have to kind of forgive me during the games that I had. I really kept on forgetting to take screenshots. So my opponent Necron, he had the destroyer code. He took 2 squads of the destroyers minimum. The leader that you can attach to it. I want to say character. Just a character. And then another character. I forget the names. People can yell at me later. So what I ended up doing. This is the end of my movement 1. Well, it should be. Or the end of my turn 1. What basically ended up happening was I deployed so I had like a dreadnought impulsor. So this mission was basically take and hold, killing ring, and search and destroy. That was the main thing that we had to do. So this is the end of turn 1. I'm sorry about that, but okay, so with the repulsor and my sword brethren, I realized this one had the I put my non-lead squad of sword brethren onto this repulsor here on the left. So what did end up happening is that I made a charge that I really don't think I should have been able to made, but I didn't make it over here. He had 2 flare squads and 1 Death Watch squad, the snipers, and he had a Copex destroyer with a oh yeah, one of the characters was a Scopex Lord. And I don't think I should have been able to charge them. Now that I look back at it, I really don't think I should have been able to, but it did happen. And on that turn, I charged in, I got the fight phase. I shot him a little bit with the scout squad down here. Only a little bit, so I have a unit to charge, and I charge into them with my sword brethren, and I take them out. As you can see, I had a Baltus on my objective, one in the middle. Then my one with the Empress Champion and the other scout squad was right there. I was able to score both my secondaries, giving me a strong 10-point lead. Okay, so he, I believe, actually did manage to. Oops, wrong one. I'm so sorry, that was the wrong map. Okay, so turn 2 came around. I had an secondary for me to take the middle. I was trying to focus on that. He did blow up one of my mystery impulsor because I charged it to the center. I tried to do some stuff. It did get battle shop. I was just trying to see if I could kill anything. I think maybe I did or not. Not too sure. So what I did on the top right, because the squad down there isn't gonna do anything. They're just gonna give me secondaries and whatnot. What I did was by second squad that was down there at the bottom, at the end of my opponent's turn, I used guerrilla tactics. I should have used infiltrators to just put them on my objective, but yeah, no, I couldn't do that. I forgot to. So, but they will get their turn 3 though. So I can move my other red there. So on the top right, I disembarked my whole entire squad. I made a move up. I got a successful charge the first time and charged the flare ones that were on that objective. I had my scout squad there. I believe they died. I think. Oh no, not all of them died. They did shoot the flare ones a bit. I almost killed too many to do a successful charge. So I got in there and I mopped them up. I got the objective. I hit my impulsor. And I was having this Bellatus Dreadnought you see firing, moved him up to try and shoot him in the middle if possible. So basically I almost own all the objectives throughout this entire game. The Scopex guys don't have any guns so they can't shoot. The destroyers, they can shoot. Their guns are pretty powerful, but it's not really great for clearing out shaft units. So this is the part where I am gonna say that I forgot to take pictures, get screenshots. So yeah, no more screenshots of the game. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at this. Forgive me for my sin. So, turn 3. Oh yeah, I did go first. What did happen was I moved my Crusader squad up. I made my surviving scout units take and hold the objective. I moved the bottom scouts onto my objective. I moved my 2 dreadnoughts up to try and shoot. I had an objective to take the center. I failed that. And I forget what was the other secondary. I forget. So I made my sub brethren charge the Death Watch snipers. I don't know if you can see them. They're like the top over there. And then I failed the first charge. CP reward. It was 6-inch charge. And I just got 6. I charged in there and cleaned house. I I don't think I killed any of them by shooting at them. I'm not too sure. And there wasn't really anything else I could do. I ended my turn. My opponent forfeited the match because he didn't see a way for him to claim victory. Because I just kept killing things. And he probably thought, well, if I just went up top and killed all of his Deathmoth, then with his Emperor's Champion sub-brother, and he's just gonna come down and kill everything else because I don't have a good way to get rid of Chaff. Which, yeah, kinda didn't. So he forfeited. I think I had around 40 and he around 20 points. If I got correct. 44, 28, 29? Something like that. So that is round 1. That is the first time I ever won against Necrons. It was Necrons Revenge. My opponent, he was spicy, which I understood. I understand that very well. I mean, I played Imperial Fist in 9th edition. I know how it feels. I know the pain. So that will be round 1. Match 1. Going to me. Oh, yeah, for this tournament, I forgot to mention this too. I keep forgetting a lot of things. It doesn't matter how many points you get. It matters if you win or lose. So, like, match 1, you get 1 point. If you win match 2, you get 2 points. If you win match 3, you get 3 points. That sort of thing. Oh, hey, just before I get into the next match, I would just like to thank my... And I know these images are pretty bad, but I would like to thank the Outspec Status Discord and Implausible Nature Discord for helping me with my list. My list would have been the same with you guys critiquing me, just so I very much appreciate you for assisting me and helping me out. Thank you very much. Also, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys like me doing bad battery reports, I think I'll do them in the future. I think I want to do these in the future. So I'll see you guys on the next match, which is literally right now. The next match is literally right now. So round 2, I decided to get a bit tanky. 1.5 list, 2 Tech Marines, one with the lethal aura, one with the bypass aura, or well, reduce the wound to 0 wounds, I should say. One Assault Terminator with jump tech, same loadout. 5-man Crusader squad, it's Iron Spearhead detachment, so I took them with Last Cane and Melt again. I forgot to outfit the sergeants, it was too late with melee weapons. The same scouts, same as last time. Of course, I got the Gladiator Reapers and Lancers be Black Templar versions. I have to, you don't really have a choice. So they got the Lancers and I got a Redemptor Dreadnought. I don't have that much chaff really, which as you're gonna see is gonna be one of the pain in my butts. Of course, Black Templar Iron Spearhead detachment. Let's get into the revenge of the suite of the Necrons. Yeah, okay, so you remember when I said that you could change your faction? Yeah, only 2 people changed faction. One went to Khorne, and one went to Death God. The other one stayed as Necrons. I'm gonna go over his list. 1 Hexagram, Orkran, the Illusionist, a Catan Shard, Transitional Shard, Death Watch, Sniper Dudes, Destroyer Cults, Technomancer, and 2 20-man blobs of Necron Warriors with the Chirotex. As you can tell, this is not good for me because a lot of his stuff had a 4-up funeral pain, a 50% chance to undo the damage that I can do. So it really doesn't matter if I rolled good, it matters if his saves are good. The 4-up funeral pain's really, really good and will be a hindrance to me throughout the entire match. So, this is the end of my Necron's opponent. He went first. I sort of moved my stuff around. I think I had my one of my lances go. Reaper go over here in the middle. Oh yes, I have to show you my stuff. I'm sorry. Well, as you can see, it is Search and Destroy again, Chilling Ring, and we had supply drop. We had to select two objectives, Omega and Alpha. Alpha's the top right, and Omega's the center, which is underneath that tree. So basically on turn 4 Alpha goes away, turn 5 Omega goes away. Oh yeah, I forgot on my list to tell you, I had infiltrators with a lieutenant and Phobos armor. Oh my gosh, I'm so dingus. Eh. Ooh, okay, so I tried to move out. I accidentally thought that my dudes in that bottom right hand cover that has no windows, I thought like in ninth they can shoot out of it. Nope, they can't. Oh, that was a waste. But that Catan over there, I tried to put everything I could into it. I had my when my Reapers move up in the center right there, like up more, and then two Lancers in the back. I buffed up the one Lancer, one Reaper. I put everything into it, and because it can half its damage and has full Fear No Pains, I got it down to 3 wounds. I ain't getting a low the entire game. I'll tell you right now, I did not kill it. Oh, my goodness. Sorry about that, I have a bit of sniffles right now when recording this part of the video. So, I did kind of kill his warriors, his blobs a little bit, but next turn that really didn't matter. I do get the top right objective and I will be holding it for the whole entire game. Oh, I forgot to show you the deployment over here. Oh, yeah, I forgot I took a picture of the deployment on Opps. So, as you can tell, the Catan-chan's right over there. But what is he doing over there, and why was he on the other side? Well, I'll tell you why. You know that secondary that, you have to select a secondary for your opponent to capture and hold? The Tercera Catan, after you advance it, he can literally teleport himself anywhere from 9 inches away onto horizontally, I believe, or whatever, into an area. It's like his own little deep strike. So he went from over there to the other side. I was like, oh no, I should have chosen my deployment zone over here. Because at the very least, he would be off to a section that I can somewhat handle it okayly, I guess. Which would be a bit of my downfall, but yeah, there you go. So, to be frank, this is my whole entire end of my turn 2. Turn 1, he really didn't do much. He really didn't do that much to me. But at the end of turn 2, he was able to, he was battle shocked. He got rid of my scout squad you see over there at the bottom. My Redemptor was able to shoot and charge his Luminous. I should have shot at it, honestly, because at that moment, I think the Catan shot was there, whatever. I messed up on my part. I thought I could kill it in melee. His Hexagon was deployed right there. He killed most of my, I was being risky and shooting at the Death Watch units near it. And I was having them shoot at the Death Watch, which some of them died. I should have made my infiltrators with the lieutenant get up and shoot a little bit because they had lethal hits. Because of its aura, and go back down because of the ability. Scout Squad, I don't think they actually did anything. So, I got rid of a bunch of bodies on the center objective. Keeping my dudes up there. because I was afraid what would happen if they popped out. I should have probably just let them out. As you can see, I did eradicate his destroyers. But however, he was getting main objectives and we were both scoring secondaries. A little bit here and there, we're not really maxing out on them, so to say. Because we both were kind of like, no, 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 you can't do that. Oh yeah, the secondary from last one, he didn't get it because I had like 1 OC over him. So yeah. I believe. He was a very good guy though. And it was intense. So my one Reaper got blown up. And that would be the end of turn 2. So now I forgot to take pictures again. So basically turn 3, I had one of my gladiators charge into the center. I almost killed the Arkans Bob, Arkans units and such. They were right there. And turn 3, turn 4, I could have killed them turn 4. That would change the game, but I failed. Those 4 upsaves were just too good. Those 4 upsaves were just too good for his Lumineer. Actually, I did kill the Lumineer, and I actually did get the assassination because I did draw that onto him, but he came back at 5 wounds. I failed to kill him again. The Death Flush in the back lived, and the scouts almost died. So basically, and I turned for Alpha, went away, and I had the objective where I have to get like 2 more units onto his deployment. I failed at that, so basically what ended up happening is that turn 4, I saw that there was no... Oh, my Redemptor got destroyed, and one of my other gladiators got destroyed. I think I fired the wrong guns into Arkan's units, but however, it doesn't matter. I forfeited. He was gonna win no matter what I did. Necrons got their revenge against me. The 4 Fear No Pains really helped out a lot for him. And that's why I lost the game. 55. I think I had like 39 or 38 points. And that is game 2. I only have 1 winning point, victory point, whatever. And now he has 2. He lost his first game. At the beginning of this time, I thought, yeah, I can go in and go win. That's how, and be undefeated in my pod. Yeah, no, that got destroyed. So now it's time for match number 3. So sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. When I was recording this pod, it was the morning. But now time for round 3, 2k points. I brought Gramados with the 20 Primaris Crusade squad, just a bunch of chainsaws and power fists. Hellbred Lieutenant with 10 sword brethren. It's just the typical 2 Thunder Hammer, 2 Lightning Claw sort of thing. Adjudicator with the sword brethren. It's basically the same low about, like cut it in half. 2 Crusader squads, they have multi-melta and last cannons, 5-man infiltrator, one squad of 5-man scouts, which is basically sniper rifle and heavy bolter, 2 Black Templar gladiator, 1 land waiter that Hellbrick and the others would go into, and 1 Black Templar Imposa for all of Judicator and his boys to go into. And now we will be starting the next match. So apparently I didn't do that great of a job again. I thought I got turn 2 movement and such, which I did, so I'll talk about that when I get there. So turn 1, this is our deployments. He had like a 2 warrior squad, a bunch of scarabs, destroyers, reanimator, and Corpus Destroyer, Lich God, and like an overload of Technomancer, Catan Shot, and Arcan, I believe. So so this is my deployment. I went first. I used scout a bit to try and destroy the Copex destroyer. That did not work out well. I had my scouts up against the wall over here. Also, you could see on the bottom right that but I forgot about the thing. Okay, so before I forget again, this was our objectives. We had the sweeping, engagement, deployment, scramble fields for the rules. Basically, we can't use stuff like infiltrate and deep strike to go onto objectives. And we had the ritual where we basically had to make our own objectives besides the one in our deployment and the one in the center of no man's land. So as I said, I did some shooting. Didn't work out really well. I wasn't able to destroy his destroyer, but I did get my infiltrators over there on that objective to set it up so I can start scoring points on my next turn. Secondaries, I got like assassinate and something else. Really not good. We both took tactical secondaries. Yeah, I wasn't able to score jack shit. So we are going to go into the opponent's turn. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the end of their turn too. I forgot. Okay, so let me summarize it for you. I really need to get better of screenshotting stuff. Okay, so on his turn, he did move up to take that top right area. He did perform a ritual taking that bottom area. You see that objective. Those. Okay, so the objective that he made and the one that I made and the one in the center are the only ones. And on this game, you can only score in no man's land, no place else really. So what ended up happening is he moved a bunch of units. He did a lot of advancing to go do stuff. And we don't see his Catan shot out yet, but he was trying to get it. Oh no, it's right there. So the Catan shot he was gonna try to use to get rid of my squad over there. Let's just say that he did advance, so I didn't have to worry about it. I don't think that gun he had a saw, did it? No. I don't think so. He did eliminate one of my Crusader squads. And he really didn't do that much else besides do objective things. He did try to destroy my Land Raider with his Copex destroyers. But however, I did use Oath of Moment for my Land Raider, so I was saving a 5 up. And I rolled a 5 and a 6 on both the shots that he made. And oh, that was an arm of contempt well spent. As he says. Well, as he said, I should say. Hasty. So, at any rate, I think he did. Might have done some other shooting, I'm not too sure. So, it comes to my turn. So, we're gonna go into turn 2. It's my turn. It's time for me to push up and be aggressive. I disembarked the Adjudicator and his 5-man squad. Oh, and I gotta investigate singles, and I think I got take it down as well. So I put my Land Raider. I didn't want to spend the CP to withdraw. So I sent my Land Raider to the corner over there and sent out. But first I got rid of the Sword Brethren. Oh, on the command phase, I gave Grimaldus and the boys the ability to advance and charge. I didn't need to reroll for the advance. No, the charge, I believe. But for the charge, no, I did that in one go. But the advance, I think maybe on the objective over there. Then I pushed up the Land Raider, deployed the lads, and have them go ham on the Lich God. Also, I got my lance over there that you can see poking out to destroy his Copic destroyers. And my other lance right there did help. It did help with the Lich God blob. So what ended up happening was basically on his ritual site that he made, I got rid of the scab swab and a nice chunk of his warriors. He removed the model, so I wasn't engaged in engagement range of him anymore. And on the upper part, I failed my charge into his warriors, so not really worried about that. Oh, this is the end of his turn too, in case you forgot. And I had my big blob of sword brethren take out all of his Lich God. Basically, we both forgot that Lich God have a -1 to wound, which actually he probably would have had some more Lich God. I did look at he didn't yellow scribe his army, so I didn't know, and I did take a look at the data sheet, but I guess I forgot about that. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, he would still lose a lot of models regardless, but he might have like a couple Lich God or something if we've actually remembered that. We just moved it on because he literally just remembered after all of my melee was done. So that is that on his turn. He moved his Catan shot up. He moved some units around. He did some firing on my 20 brick. And as well as my sword brethren, I believe. I got my investigate singles. I think he scored an additional objective or secondary. I forget what it was. But I do have all three of the objectives and no means they are under my control at this time, since I played so aggressively. Okay, so I didn't take that great of a picture, so at the bottom corner here of the map, there is a gladiator lancer there. So on his turn 2, he deployed his Copic melee destroyer ones. And I forget what I think I had like extended battle lines or something on mine. But I believe he may have scored secondaries, I think. So what ended up happening was on his turn 2, he deployed them. He was able to kill my 5 or 6 man blob of sword brethren. He wanted to shoot them with a Catan. After the warriors killed like 1 or 2 of them off, I used the devout push stratagem, and I just got him away from the range. I believe there was some shooting done over with the 20 man blob, I think. On turn 2? Yeah, I did say that before. I need to get better at this. He sent in his scale swarm. And that scale swarm was MVP for him. Why was it MVP? So the Scarab Swarm, they have an ability that one of them can explode, and if it's a vehicle monster, it gets +1. So, and on a D6, it can. So on a D6, if you roll a 6, you could do D3 +3 mortal wounds. So when it came to the fight phase or whatever, he did D3 +3 mortal wounds, and he exactly did 6 mortal wounds. My Fear No Pains did nothing. Oh, I also forgot the Crusader Squad last turn had insane hits, but that doesn't matter. That was MVP. I was like, wow, damn. If those Coipex destroyers, if they got wounds off, if both of them got wounds off, that probably would have killed the Land Raider. To be honest with you, that's like wow, much wow. So his Catan shot, he charged it into the Sword Brethren. We had some fighting going on. So he was able to drop down my Sword Brethren's Scott to like 6 units. And I did the fight on death stratagem. Only 2 of them were able to fight out of the ones that died. And I think I got it down considerably low. I think that's right. What does this one say? Let's take a closer look, because I actually... Oh, not that one. This one. Okay. Oh, 3. Okay. So, we'll get to that in a bit. So I did drop it down a bit, thankfully. But that's all she wrote. So, come the Coipex guys in the bottom there, they failed to do the charge, thankfully. I think he re-rolled it and they still failed, which is pretty nice. My impulse was over there because I was going to have him move up. But anyway, at the end of his phase, he really didn't kill anything. Well, any units, and he had no prisoners, which require you to kill the unit, not the models. So my turn 3 comes. I moved my gladiator that you can see down there over there. On the shooting phase, he killed one of them. Move the gladiator tank right over here. Had my guys over here, I think, shoot at the scarabs of the warriors. My Land Raider obviously did shoot at the scarabs. And so then what happened is that I also moment his Catan shot, and I started... Oh yeah, and I did fall back my Sword Brethren squad. The lieutenant gives you the ability that if you fall back that you can shoot and charge. So I was just pouring everything that I can into the Katasa, just shooting and shooting at it. I dropped it down to that 3 wounds that you see, that we saw earlier. So then what did happen? So what ended up happening next, after I did all that shooting and everything, I decided to go into the charge phase. And then is when my opponent said that he will forfeit the match because he saw that he wasn't doing that good. His big blob over there on the top left of the map, that was my Crusader squad. Grimaudus was still in there. I made him go to AP1 on his weapons. They could still take out a lot of his warriors. I did have the Sword Brethren squad that was going to charge into the scarabs to keep them away from the objective. Even though his Coipex destroyers could charge and destroy my gladiator on his turn, I guess he didn't want to deal with that because I did like another one and there was a Land Raider that was probably going to be freed next turn. And he was worried about losing his Catan shot because he knew that I was going to charge into it. And he just probably thought to himself that even if next turn went well for him, that he's probably not going to win because I'm going to score points on the primary points at max score of 15 because they are all pretty much mine. And we really weren't scoring points throughout the match. We really weren't. We barely scored points. So I won with 30 something and he was in like the 10s range. So with that, I won the game. I did not go to the playoffs of the amateur tournament because somebody in a pod went 3-0, so he's going, and he also decided to play necrons. So this is the amateur tournament in a pod that I was in that made everything go oops, oh necrons. Looking back on it, there were probably things I should have done better. I was gonna edit it and mention it, but on the first game I forgot I was a dumbass. But I wasn't allowed to do Assault Doctrine. I thought Assault Doctrine was the doctrines were army rules, not Gladius Task Force. I apologized to it. He said it's okay, and throughout that game he was like, "Yo, you have to keep track of what your own army does." So yeah, I was not that happy about it. I really don't like doing that stuff to begin with. I hate that stuff. I'm not like some players who like me, I won't care about it, whatever. The second game, I shouldn't have went with Iron Spearhead. I did make those mistakes, but I really shouldn't have went with Iron Spearhead because Necrons, they don't do well against melee armies, but shooting armies, yes. In this game, I think I did well for myself. Maybe I could have done things a little bit better. Maybe if I'd been a little bit more aggressive. But however, in the end, things worked out for us. Oh yeah, you remember that secondary objective where I had to choose the objective that he has to go in and take? I did not mess up that time. I chose the place where the infiltrators were at, so he can't warp over there. Ha! Anyways, sorry about my voice, I sound a little bit groggy. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. The next tournament that I want to participate in is a 2v2. I don't know if I can do a battle report on 2v2. Whoever my partner is, I would have to ask them. So I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.